Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check.
Are we live?
Hey! Welcome to episode 11. He's Mizzy.
And you're the Cuban.
That's right. We want to thank you guys for joining us. We know it's been quite some time since we've been on the air, so I want to go over some housekeeping items. You can watch us on multiple media. You can watch us on our Facebook page at JPR Live, our YouTube page at JPR Live, as well as jprlive.com. We'd love it, though, if you prioritize YouTube so that we can get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close. We were at 650 earlier today. We're at 651 just before airtime.
We're moving.
We are.
So, Rob, I think I've asked you this before, but I'm going to ask you again. How would one subscribe?
You know, I actually don't think you've ever asked me that before, and it's a great question. So all you have to do is go on to YouTube, which is free. Type in JPR Live, boom, pops up just like on the screen. You'll see that red subscribe button. If you don't see the red subscribe button, that means you're already subscribed. If you see that, just click the button, boom. So we're at 651. We started at 520, episode 1. Here we are at episode 11. So pretty impressive movement. Want to thank so many viewers in the volleyball world, softball, baseball, Special Olympics, which we'll get to. Mizzy and the Cuban viewers, obviously. I'm sure I'm missing soccer. Lots of sports that we've done. So appreciate everybody who's doing that. So, you know, so much has gone on in the last, I think it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks off.
And I thought we'd go through a couple things. We do have a special announcement to make at the end, but we'll save that.
Somebody's calling.
My daughter's calling me on the phone. But,
And your dad popped up, too. I don't know if that meant anything. So Rob has some funny stories over his last 2 weeks. They can't hear us. Interesting. So I'll say, I don't know if I want to say anything. People can't hear me.
I think my mic was muted.
Can they hear me?
Let's see here. Try 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2.
I think you're
3.
good. You're not coming out of here, though.
I don't think I can get any closer to the mic.
All right, so we're good. I think we're good.
I can hear you.
She's saying. I think you're
Hey.
delayed. I think is the problem.
As can I.
Okay. All right.
All right, we're
Thank
good.
you.
We are.
All right.
So I want to say, every week, even we take a week or two off, we enhance the product.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about our new enhancements?
Well, there's so many new enhancements to go through. It's hard to. So let's see. One item is we have So one of the complaints we got was that people in the audience. We get so many people here every night.
Thanks, Dave. You can hear us.
Okay, good. We get so many people in here every night, especially people in the back. It's hard for them to hear us. So they asked for an amplifier, which we have today. So now they can hear us all the way in the back and in the front. I think that was one. Was there another one that I'm missing?
Well, the ability to have people that are out in the crowd be able to have a question. People will hear it both here and.
I got to set
but
this
I just
thing up.
went. I don't really need it, but.
Can you put the subscribe thing up?
Right. I always like about a week after, anyway, myself.
You put the subscribe thing up, Coop, for me? Thanks.
Yeah. Just like my bum. I think we should talk about dude wipes.
What is that?
I think that should be a topic.
It's a good thing his mic's off. I thought you were going to. I have to set
Do
this
we
up.
use
Can you
Charmin?
Pause us for a minute.
Clogs the toilet. I don't think it does the job. I just don't think it. We talked about that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. Just your nuts. What about the plateau above your nuts?
Coop, new link. Oh, you did.
Ooh, it would sting. Oh. You get the itch afterwards?
All right. That's going.
Good
Good
We're
to
on
go?
now?
All right.
Oh, we were talking about
A good ball cream.
ball cream.
Topic for
Manscaping.
Anyway,
we're
so
talking manscaping and toilet paper.
So
while
to,
we're on
so
the
to
way.
Pete's point, we have so many new technologies we're rolling out. Sometimes we don't have time to test them all, and so you see things live. So we have a cool amplifier now, so all the people in the back, we apologize for the issues that we've had. People couldn't hear me. There was something wrong with my microphone. Oh, my goodness, something just fell.
You okay?
And just a couple other things that are sort of inside technology type things. So anyway, with that said, one of the things that happened over the last few weeks is I was in Las Vegas. A lot of people asked me about that. I had a miserable couple of weeks. I got sick in Las Vegas, but I think Coop and his team did put some pictures together of my trip out there, and I just thought I'd highlight a couple of things. But there we go. So that's me at the beach, and I
That's
don't
not
think
you, is it? Right?
So I think the guy with the back there is not me. That's me taking the picture, but I think if he drops the banner. There we go. And then I guess it had to get cut off. I won. That's a $1,000 chip right there in my on my hand. Huh?
What
Pretty
game did you
impressive.
play?
Craps. It's the only game worth playing. I taught Chris Mitten to play. He'll never go back. All right.
I got to try it out. I
So
can't figure it out. The rules just seem to.
That's the
don't make
thing, right?
sense.
So it intimidates most people because it's the rolling and the whatever. But it's just few simple rules. And once you learn those rules, boom, you're done. They'll pay you the correct amount. You don't have to worry about that. I am telling you, everybody I've taught, they never go back. Yes, sir. You don't want to use the mic to tell.
Going back November. Where do you stay when you go?
Venetian. That's a high roller over here.
Yeah, big
Going with
money.
your son? And his wife? Very nice. Okay.
Sounds like a fun time.
2 rooms? 2 rooms. All right. I know what that means. It's exciting. A week? A long weekend.
You can't go for a week to Vegas. I know you were there for a week.
I
but you were in
was.
bed the whole time.
I was working, but I was supposed to be, and then I got sick. I was literally in bed for 2 straight days, and it was awful. But anyway, so the other thing that happened. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna shut that. I'm gonna walk out for a second. Hold on. Keep talking, Rob.
All right. So the other thing that we missed was National Daughters Day. Oh. Did we? Yep. Oh, yeah. If a call comes in, make sure that. Oh, yes. I did neglect with all the the hubbub. So make sure you click in the comments. There is a link in here, and when we restarted, I put a new link in there. So if you click on that, you can call in, you can video in. Just say no to camera if you don't want your face on. But we'd love to hear from you guys. So make sure you click on that link. So anyway, National Daughters Day. Looks like we're having a little trouble with the graphic here. I think it's under D for daughter. Could be wrong.
Banner on the bottom too. You can see my pants.
Oh, that's right.
We have a high top, by the way. We have a high top.
Yes,
table.
we switched to a high top this week to see if that might change things a little bit. Pete has a shaky leg syndrome, which I think is actually a thing.
Leg.
I think that actually is a thing. Shaky leg syndrome.
I've had it since I was a kid, Rob. I
so
don't know
did
what
I,
it is.
and then it just kind of went away. But
well, you're matured.
I get so it's good for your metabolism though. It helps you burn off fat.
Yeah.
So, all right. Looks like no graphic on that, sir. All right. So we'll move on. So we do broadcast live here from the Post, and we do. We don't want to exaggerate too much all the things going on here, but we do like to promote their fundraisers. So every Sunday they do have a dinner during the. Is it just during the Patriots games, or is it any NFL game? Do you know?
It's usually during the Patriots games,
Okay.
but
Now, did they lost yesterday? Is that
it was
what I heard?
tough loss. But
Okay.
but it normally is every Sunday, regardless, even if the Pats have a bye week.
And so I think it's a $10 donation.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like we're having a little trouble on our graphics tonight because we had something on that as well. But the USB one right there, Coop. Yep. Okay.
No luck. It's okay.
All right. Well, we just kind of roll with it. Anyway, so $10 to come down. Are they playing at 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock? Any idea on that? Audience? 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock?
Any idea what the Pats schedule is this week? I think it's a late game because they're playing in. Yeah, it's gonna be a toughie.
Oh, at Green Bay. Okay.
Yep.
So does that mean food will be served halftime? So what's that about 7 p.m.? Oh, even if it's a 1 o'clock game or whatever. Okay. So donations $10. You can. Is it all you can eat, or is it pork loin dinner?
Pork loin. I like pork loin.
You know where that comes from?
A pig?
That's right.
What part of the pig, Rob?
I'm gonna say the belly. No.
I think that's where bacon comes from, isn't it?
Bacon's so good, huh?
I love bacon.
I do like turkey bacon, I gotta say, but
I like, crispy, just fatty bacon.
Yeah,
I don't like the way it makes the house stink,
Mm-hmm.
so I use that outside grill. But
yeah, if you do it on the grill, it's really good.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Or another trick in the winter,
Mm-hmm.
you put it on a cookie sheet
Okay.
with like parchment paper.
Yep.
And it cooks nice and flat. Oh, it's great.
So don't you have the issue while the smoke in the room and the house and then the smoke alarm
You
goes
gotta
off?
you don't want to keep it too hot.
Okay.
Like 350. I think keep it on a 225, but
Okay.
it's so good.
I'm not really. I'm not big on cooking. I'm not really a fan of
Yep.
that, to be honest.
I
But
love
it's
it.
good when it's cooked for me. So anyway, post dinner this Sunday. So come on down. $10, all you can eat, and look, it's 3 p.m. so you can eat right before the game.
Cool.
So we want to make sure that we get that in. I'm hoping the next video is in there. Okay. So speaking of the Post, so it's about veterans. It's a not-for-profit down here. Pete and I do a lot of work with a lot of friends of ours in the community to help different organizations in need. And so one of the things that we've been doing for the last 4 years, I think, is hosting the New Hampshire Special Olympics tournament. Used to be held in somewhere up north, I forget, and then it moved to Nashua, New Hampshire, maybe four or 5 years ago. And then LAFA, which are the baseball, softball fields up here, offered their fields, and the New England Fusion offered to run the tournament. And so we have some video clips of the event. So you can see here, and you know a little bit more about the details,
Yeah.
but they were playing each other. Maybe you could talk about that a little bit.
I'll tell you, getting back to the whole event itself, it's such a rewarding day to provide and offer our players, the Fusion players, who range from 13 to 19. So many of them, even though the girls that have moved on because they've aged out, really always thought this was one of the most special days because, yeah, it's about softball, but it really is so much more. It makes you really, really appreciate what you have.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's many people, and these people, although they may have special needs, they're so fun to watch, and it's such a fun day for them.
Yep.
And for our, be able to provide our kids that opportunity to just to help and be there and cheer on. I mean, the girls were sitting in the dugouts, just being team, just
Right.
being there, team
Right.
managers.
Right.
And they were it was such an awesome day. So
And certainly, the Fusion ran the tournament in conjunction with Special Olympics, but big thanks to some groups who came down. So the Londonderry High School cheerleaders came down to support. The Londonderry Police Department came down, and I think some of the video got cut off there, but there's some great scenes of them handing out medals to the winner, actually to all the players. And to your point, I do a lot of these things, and we're always running around and putting up cameras or whatever. And I had to pick somebody up, and I was leaving the complex because I had to go pick someone up. And I just stopped for a minute and I looked, and I'm passing all these games, and I'm so focused on all the logistics that I didn't even. Why am I here? Like, it's an amazing event,
It is.
and sometimes I lose sight of how cool it is. So, to your point, I think the players really got a lot out of it. Even, like I said, the cheerleaders coming down. It was just Perkins Cafe did a great job of serving and doing some volunteer work there.
Yeah, I was going to call a special call out to Deb Hamilton. She did, the coordinating. She worked with the Special Olympics to make sure they had enough food. Not so much having enough food is having it warm, because we had to kind of stagger the feeding times just due to the number of folks that were eating. So great job. The Laffa burgers were consumed. Everyone who ate them enjoyed them.
Yeah, it was definitely a good event. And on Debbie Hamilton, to your point, an unpaid position like all the volunteer positions up there. She deals with all these teenage kids, trying to get them in to work, and it's a thankless job. So appreciate all the effort there. So. All right, so talking about things that we missed during the week, very well, I don't know if I'd say very important person, but very famous person died, female.
Yeah.
Any guess on that before Coop puts up the? Still, we're having. Okay, maybe pull it out and put it back in.
Why not?
Pulling out and putting back in often solves the problem. Take the mic away from that man.
Yeah, well, that's what she said, right?
So it's.
No, but I know you're going with. You're talking about Queen Elizabeth.
Yes, the second.
The second. Yes,
which I think means there was one before
her. I don't think you could turn the TV on without at least having some reference of the 10-day. I know some of my customers have facilities there, and they had forced shutdown.
Oh, really?
To the morning time. For
I really try. I mean, I just this whole royalty thing really just kind of drives me a little bonkers. Yeah. But so, did you ever have you seen The Crown on Netflix?
I never got into it. It didn't reel me in.
Pretty good. Have you guys seen that, The Crown? I don't like the whole royalty thing, but it is very interesting how the whole thing came together, and she became queen at 17 or whatever it was, and all their duties, and. They're ridiculously wealthy, but they actually bring in. So that frustrated me, but they actually bring in a ton of revenue.
Yeah.
Because of all the tourists coming in and paying to go through the castle and whatever.
But I did learn that they really have no political influence. It's the parliament still manages.
So that is true. However, and I don't remember the details, but they actually, this could be wrong, but it's something like they actually can't declare war without her approving it.
Or now he.
And there are a couple of other things that he actually has authority over, but it's one of those things where if he were to override Parliament, they'd say, all right, that's it. We're changing the Constitution. You're done.
Just a funny story. Did you see some of the excerpts on TV? He as he just took over. And he was snapping.
Yes, so he's at the table, right? So I think I know what you're talking about. And he has to sign this thing saying,
yes,
I'll be the... And he's like, get this off here. He's like, yeah.
I think he got ink on his hand.
Oh, yeah. So if you watch The Crown, I mean, I don't know. It's dramatized, obviously. But, I mean, the privilege that these people have and it's infuriating what these.
Yeah.
So all his life he's had everything pampered. So funny, actually, I think I had it on here, but it's not here. He has his shoelaces ironed every day. Because they have to be.
Imagine that.
Shoelaces ironed, and then something about his toothbrush. I think they either brush his teeth for him. No. They have to put a 3/4 inch of toothpaste on the toothbrush before he, brushes his teeth. I mean,
that's a little ridiculous.
A little.
Ridiculous.
It's beyond. It's beyond. You can't even comment. It's so ridiculous.
And if you saw his teeth, you wouldn't think he used a toothbrush.
What is that about British people and their teeth? It was in Austin Powers did a whole thing on that where he didn't floss. Sounds like a Yankee fan, sir. Yes, that's correct. Champions. Right?
I don't know. Is there a reason why folks in England have
bad teeth?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
I don't know. But it is a true, I guess I should say true. It's kind of a well-known thing, and they don't floss either. I don't know what that is.
Yep.
So anyway, are we graphicless tonight?
No, we got some stunts and some waiter.
I can't hear you, Coop. You want to use your microphone that we just...
Yeah, Mike.
Well, Pete, tonight we're going to have some more video.
Excellent.
So
continue on.
Coop, the producer, I love the fact you can now be really part of the show with that microphone.
I don't know if that's going to be good, but we're going to see.
Can you just move it out of that where it's located right now and put it in the regular place, please?
Oh. Is that wrong?
So some of the feedback we got was people wanted to see more humor or more entertainment. So Coop put together a series of videos on some crazy stunts, and we wanted to see how many of these you would try, Pete. So this guy is like in a giant... Oh, these are pretty quick. Can you do a backflip like that?
No.
Okay.
On a diving board.
Let's see, that guy didn't actually cut that. Oh, look at that. See, that doesn't look that hard except when he pops it up.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. Even though, what are those?
I think they're like foam. Now, can you punch the wall that fast? What? I don't know what that is.
What is he doing? He just looks funny.
What is he punching?
I could definitely not.
Natty
do
Wally
that.
could do that, I bet. See, that doesn't look that hard. I cannot jump rope.
You'll...
That's hard,
Ooh.
right? So that's all on your triceps, right? Is that like a pile of bricks?
No, you know what? That's a fake rock.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Stacking stairs. Chairs, excuse me.
Oh, he's going to climb he's going to put it on his nose or something like that?
Why would people even come up with shit like this? I mean,
I saw Pete do that at Birchwood Ski Area
Yes.
back in the
Did
day.
you? That's impressive, Pete. Now, is this a surfer? Is he going to like...
look at the size of that wave. You think
That
that's real?
is huge. I think it's Hawaii. What happened? All right, so this guy's skateboarding with a suitcase. Another back. They're bringing to the backflips. See, that looks...
You could do a couple of
I
those,
could do
Rob.
that. I could do some of those.
All
He's
right.
just tossing the kid like a sack of potatoes there.
I don't know. That's
What is he? What is he on?
Well, he's on a rope of some sort.
Oh, that's hard. That's good for you.
No way. No way.
For your core.
Nice.
Oh, is there a guy underneath the...
Ruffers.
Oh!
Yeah.
He doesn't have a helmet on.
You can try that in the parking
That's
lot.
impossible.
You wanna do that in the parking lot?
That's not... that's impossible.
Wow. Yeah, it's wicked strength, though, for sure.
See, that doesn't look as hard, but maybe... Oh, he's pushing them all together.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge
Little
core
trick
workout.
shot. Oh, look at that. I always wished I could play pool better.
Look at this dude. What is he on? I can't even see
I
it.
think
Hey,
they're
Rob,
like
that's how you run the Ethernet cord here.
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
I think so.
I can't-
That looks pretty cool. One of the...
Jesus.
Ooh. Well,
Hello?
that's certainly... Oh, my goodness.
I fell down something similar like that
That's an
last
incredible
weekend.
core.
That is impressive right there. Look at the core strength to do that.
Yeah.
So he's going to catch the ball, and he's...
That's impressive. Impressive.
Huh.
Look at that. He's
Yeah.
probably got a mirror, but still. I can't juggle. I'd love to be able to juggle.
Wow. Good stuff there, Rob.
Look at that. Oh, all right. I think that's the end of the video. And then speaking of, so that's pretty impressive. Then check out this waiter that Coop found in New York City. Look at this guy, right? So he lifts all
Looks
these...
like La Coretta on a Saturday night.
he lifts these plates. All right. I mean, that's hard as it is, but now he's
How much do you think that weighs right there? That's got to be
like 50 pounds? No.
can't be good for your wrist.
Look at
Strong
it, so he has to
fingers.
like squeeze through the doorway.
Seriously,
here.
doesn't that look like La Coretta right there?
Pete, that looks like when you order a round. Something similar to that.
Well, no, the plate colors and everything. What's that?
I go, that looks like when you order a round.
Yeah.
Or something similar.
Yeah, that,
Look at that. He's still going. Out through the kitchen, out to the main patio.
so I
and
got
he's
to
carrying the holder.
Yeah, but I don't know if my plate was sitting on the food that I'm getting.
But they do that all the time. I mean, right? I mean, they.
Yeah. Do you think the
I know. I agree. I want to be the one on the top.
Huh.
so immature?
Look, he's still going.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that is impressive. Finally,
Watch him drop it right at the end.
that would be
Whoa,
pretty funny.
whoa.
It looks like Mexican food.
But they helped him at the end, so he kind of cheated there. I was hoping,
That's-
So anyway, that's pretty impressive. I think that was New York City, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, didn't look like it. It looked like a
why doesn't-
country setting.
Why doesn't Pete come to Brooklyn? I'm not sure what that means, but any idea?
I'll come to Brooklyn. Whoever asking me to come to Brooklyn, oh, sure.
Seymour. All right, cool. So then New York City would have dropped it. I doubt that. They're pretty there's a lot of restaurants there in New York City, sir. But I appreciate your comments. So they're rolling out. So I don't know about you, but I get these emails from college. I have 3 kids in college about, you can buy laundry service, you can buy, food service, all these ridiculous
Yeah.
things. Now, 2 of my kids go to school in Fairfield County, Connecticut, which is, all sorts of rich people, and so they
Right.
have money to burn, right? But at Fairfield University, and I actually saw this at a couple schools in Massachusetts, so that you don't have to go get your own food, they've started these robots.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen that?
Well, no,
Those at
Endicott has. Yeah, they
Oh,
have
they
them.
do?
It's these little. Well, I haven't seen the video, so are you going to show a video?
Yeah, he's I think he's working through our technical difficulties, but I'll have
Yeah,
it in a second.
It's pretty amazing. These
So,
it's
so
exactly,
you
yep,
order,
that's
right?
it.
And
They have little flags on them so you don't run them over.
yep, I'm not sure what the brand is there, but so they already have this at Endicott?
They do.
So is this part of your meal plan kind of thing?
I think it's. I really do. I think it's delivery service for the on-campus food. So
Okay.
they're not sending you like Dunkin' Donut. Well,
I thought it was like an Uber Eats thing, but no, it's
I believe how Endicott works. It's if you want to order something from some of their establishments that are open late.
Yep.
You click on it, and they'll deliver right to your dorm. I don't know. I think it's kind of neat, but
I think it's cool, but it's like, come on, you can't walk to the
I know,
dining
come on,
hall or
you're
to
in
the Dunkin'
college.
Donuts or whatever? Yeah, exactly. When I was in college, I can assure you I had nothing close to that. So, hold on, I got a couple of texts in here. I don't know what that means. Okay, so all right, so a lot of things happened in the world of baseball while we were off, and so before we get to a couple of, in fact. Anyone watching the Judge hit his home run? I assume I would have heard.
no,
Any-
we don't.
yeah.
The Yankees aren't allowed in this
So
establishment.
look at this guy. So this, I actually forget what game this was. It was there a second ago, and then
We have so many videos
Uh,
tonight, Rob.
we do. It would be nice if we could see them, but
Why don't we talk to it anyway?
so this ball. This actually happened to my daughter way back when she was 8. This is not that video. Ball's coming to center field. This little girl puts up her glove. She's all excited to catch it. And this guy, so in my situation, it was an Orioles fan who jumped in front of Miranda. But in this case, was this the Dodgers or might have been, here we go. So, it's supposed to be a video. Here we go. And he throws it. Look, she's about to catch it. And this guy,
Oh, good Soto.
I don't
what
think
a
it was actually
dink.
Soto. I think he was just wearing that jersey. But,
What
an ass.
He's a
I mean, come
bonehead.
on, dude.
Sorry,
How old is
dude.
this guy?
And he walks away.
She probably
Look
went home
at the girl in the
crying.
back.
I know. She's like,
Did you see him? This reminds me, kind of, not really. So long time ago, the Red Sox were playing the Cubs at Wrigley, and I went with some buddies for the weekend. And we've had a few old styles. out in their center field. I don't know if you've ever been to Wrigley, but
No.
it's general admission
There's no seats
for their bleachers.
Oh yeah.
And you people line up
That's
hours before the game. And my buddy Derek lined up early.
Yep.
I think it was Ronnie. He lined up early. And I think he was fourth in line. And they didn't open the gates. So we were able to, we ended up hooking up with him right before the game.
Yeah.
We all, it's a full-on
I bet.
sprint.
Yeah, sprint. Yeah.
And we got to dead nut center, front row, and we were there for batting practice. And Ronnie almost broke his hand on a foul ball. Not a foul, on a batting practice ball. But it was very similar. It looked just like that.
Really? Yeah.
And he reached out and grabbed for it. And he freaking.
There's some other nice videos. We don't have one tonight of like the kid catches it, like the 8-year-old, and he walks all the way across and gives it like to a little girl.
Yeah,
or
that's
to
a
a
nice
hot
thing.
chick or whatever, But
Yep.
which is nice. So anyway, so speaking of baseball again, so there's two big races going on. One is Albert Pujols getting to 700 home runs, and one is
Pretty impressive.
Aaron Judge trying to get to 60, 61, or 62. So here's Albert Pujols, first baseman for. So I think this is.
How old is he? He's got what, mid-40s now? 62.
62. One
Good
of
for
the
him.
viewers said. So that's him hitting 699. No, I think this is him hitting 700.
I don't think he could do that plank exercise we just saw. But it's okay.
That's pretty impressive. So I think he's number 4. Is that right? Number 4
Yep.
on the all-time
Yep.
list.
Behind Barry Bonds.
I don't think he counts.
Well.
I think they've negated his him, McGuire, missing two
Roger
others.
Maris and Jesus, I'm embarrassed. Who's the fourth 700?
It's McGuire.
I don't think it was
Bonds
McGuire.
doesn't count it,
I don't
though,
think McGuire is one of them.
No, well, it's McGuire and Bonds don't count, but it's
No, but I don't
Hank
think
Aaron,
Hank Aaron.
Babe Ruth probably.
Yes.
Yeah, but Bonds,
Yeah,
they
Bonds and
doesn't
Maris,
count. I thought
right?
he doesn't.
Roger Maris, wasn't Roger Maris one of them?
No.
No? How embarrassing.
Yeah, that's. I should have looked that up.
Anyone call in. The first caller that calls in, you got a set of glasses. Mizzy and the glasses.
Yeah,
They're on back
he's
order right
rock
now, but
glasses, not eyeglasses. Yeah. Speaking of which, we have some nice merchandise being produced. We'll have some updates on that hopefully next week.
So what else, Rob?
So wait a minute. So that's the one race. The other one is so the other one is Aaron Judge, and he's playing tonight. So we'll see if he hits it. But so Pujols hit it. Bonds, Aaron, and
there's
Ruth.
Bonds, Aaron's.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But they doesn't say that Bonds was
There's no asterisk.
I thought they cut.
Hey,
him
he
out of
still
that.
had to hit the ball. So I mean,
Because he was juiced up. So
No.
his
The
record
whole-
doesn't count for a single season though.
the whole league was juiced.
That's why it's Maris, Maris, Ruth, and Judge. But anyway, so Pujols hits the ball, and a fan took the ball and said, I'm going to keep it, whatever, which I have no problem with. So Aaron Judge was just up here a second ago. His 60th, which is him tying Babe Ruth, goes to the fan. The fan gives Judge the home run ball and says, thanks.
Yeah, I and that's great.
Would you do that? That ball is probably worth $500,000 million.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
I
okay?
I'm sure he
Okay.
will be rewarded in some way.
So the viewer here said it was between 50 and 100,000, but
Yeah.
still, I mean,
That was great. Yeah, I mean he could have probably cashed it in for some big dough.
absolutely.
But what's to say? You know what? Aaron Judge, apparently the rumor is he's coming to the Sox next year.
I keep hearing that rumor. That's not happening. God, I hope it's not happening.
Anyway,
The Yanks will
yeah.
re-sign him.
Yeah.
They'll pay the money. So speaking of baseball, people complain about the rules, what needs to change, etc. So MLB came out with their new rules for 2024, and let's take a look here at what they're rolling out.
I mean I like this before it even comes up the pitch count or pitch counter.
Mhm.
I think that's huge. The clock. Yeah.
Yep, pitch clock. Yep, which I guess they've been testing. So whenever I go to Yankee Stadium, I see a clock up in the corner. No one's paying attention. Is that just like they're testing it out to see?
I think they were doing it in the minor leagues.
Minor leagues.
for
Yep,
sure.
I did hear about that.
And aren't they also once you take out a reliever, you can't take them out for 2 batters? Is it? Yeah, which I think it's brilliant.
Yes.
I mean, I love baseball. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need to be there for 5 hours.
It's a slow game, especially Yankee Red Sox games are always like 4 hours. I mean, it's just too much.
You know, you get the historians. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're changing your rate. Well, unfortunately, people aren't watching.
No. So it sounds like he doesn't. So from memory, I'm gonna try to remember. So one is the pitch clock. One is they're outlawing the shift. Which I don't agree with that personally, but just learn to hit where they're at. No, you don't agree with that. I
like it.
You think they should outlaw it?
I just play in the position. Yeah, I do.
Okay. So
I mean, you can.
But if this guy always hits to first base and you're just sitting there,
Well,
knowing it's
I'll
gonna
put
go
it this
to
way,
first
Rob.
base.
I think when you say shift, I'm taking the short.
The shift means like
no, I know what it means,
Oh.
but what I think is
let's unmute yourself, sir.
I'm unmuted.
What
Can
do
you
you
hear me?
Yeah.
Pete, when you coach your softball team, you repeatedly have them try to hit the ball the opposite way. Why should Major League Baseball players be any different?
Interesting.
you know what? You're spot on,
Sir.
audience member. No, I just feel that the shift where you take a shortstop or a third baseman and plunk them in right field, and this is where I think it would be removed if they could bunt down the line and hit. I know Blake Poppy used to do that. Remember, he used to. I don't know. You know what? They get paid big money it is entertainment. I just think, play your position. Yeah, you could shift a little bit, left to right, deep or in or out. But
I think I could be wrong. I think the rule is you have to have 4 players in the dirt. That's the rule. So you can shift left.
Yeah,
right,
yeah, no,
you
that
can't go
makes
back,
more
I guess,
more
so.
sense to me.
Yep.
It does.
But the big change is they're switching to robo umps as of 2024.
Which I think that is ridiculous.
I don't know though. Some of these calls are. What's that worst umpire in MLB? He's got a Spanish name, I think.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
You know
about.
who I mean.
Yes.
Anyway, he's horrible.
Yeah.
But and they do like evaluations every year. But it's so frustrating if that was a ball and end of the game.
No, I know.
I mean,
get
that's
it.
so
but
frustrating.
there is some human element that I think needs to be part of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's replays. NFL does a fabulous job, and they get most of the calls right. You watch tennis. Tennis has lines, but nets. They actually get rid of it. It's they have they still have human beings calling in or out. But they do have a little sensor on the net if it ticks the net.
Okay, but not on the line. So if it's a line,
they
that's
used to. I
actually
think they tried it, and I think they don't think they went forward with it because they felt that they didn't want to remove the human element of the game.
Right.
And
right.
I think that's a little far.
I am having a tough time with that. I feel like it's going to happen eventually anyway. But it's.
So you're going to put all these umpires out of a job?
I think
there's
they
going to be no
will-
umpires in the field.
I think I could be wrong. I think they will still be on the bases, just not calling balls and strikes.
I mean, what if something happens like tonight, where all of a sudden the
And they're going to
computer goes down?
call the game. I don't know.
You know?
I think they've got better equipment than we do.
Well, hey,
and a much bigger staff. But yeah, I would assume they would just call the game. At
not
that
a
point.
big fan of that one, but
And I
we'll
think
see how
that-
it goes.
I feel like there was one more, but maybe that was it. Bases are bigger. Thank you. Yes. The other thing is they're going to make the bases bigger.
So why is that? What's the reason behind that?
So they don't want collisions. So the safety bases in softball?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a safety base type thing? I think it's that way you can still touch the base and the guy can get you out, but you don't have to worry about
Is
a
it just
collision.
first base they make it larger, or all of them?
I think it's all of them. Yeah. The same thing.
How much? How larger is large?
That's pretty big. Wow.
No, can you
It's
look that up? No,
huge.
seriously. Now, can you look that up? How big is the base going to be?
It is on our graphic, but apparently that graphic.
What is it today versus?
Oh, Angel Hernandez. Thank you to this
Yes.
listener. Angel Hernandez.
Rose Dog. Thank you.
Is the guy that
I think it's Angel.
Is it Angel?
I'm just kidding.
He is the worst
Yeah.
umpire,
And
everyone
he
knows it. and
slows
he's
the
still there. I mean,
game
it's
down.
just unbelievable.
I think he honestly thinks it's about him too.
I totally think that's the case.
So we were at a game last summer, and I remember vividly. The umpire in the game got hit with a foul ball, and he went down.
Yeah.
And he went in for him.
Oh, really?
He was something. Oh my! It was. We were there for 7, just because.
Yeah.
It was all about him.
Part of me thinks he intentionally makes bad calls just because he's like, look, I'm Angel Hernandez, so I don't care. Yes, sir, in the audience.
Just to answer your question,
Yep.
they're increasing the bases from 15 square inches to 18 square inches.
So 3 more inches. 3 more square inches. Doesn't sound huge.
Good job
but
with the math, Rob.
Thank you.
Hey, inches? We're talking inches.
Oh, someone else, Scott Hale, just wrote 18-inch square up from 15.
All right, thanks,
Thank you.
Scott.
Appreciate that.
I just don't.
Huh? No, I was additionally thanking the other.
But I just don't understand the how much. Why is that going to make a big difference? I could see if they added the safety base. To me, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They avoid a collision at first. But how is it going to?
Well, I think still, if you have another 3 inches, cubic inches.
No, but I think I personally, I think it's for them to shove a camera in there. I really do.
I could see. We were going to try that up there. So Coop had the idea of a nut cam up at Lafa.
What's a nut cam?
You know.
A nut cam?
Yeah, like that way you can see the ball coming in.
Like wearing it on your jock?
Yeah, right.
How would you? What on your zipper?
No, like right.
That would suck, but Joe would be down.
No, it would hang. It would hang between your legs.
The camera?
The camera. No, how cool would that be? Seriously, all kidding aside, the ball's coming in. That would be a great view from the catcher.
I guess
I thought about a head cam too, but Coop, I thought it was a good idea he had. So I'm trying to commend him. Well, we were gonna try. I was gonna ask the umpires if they could do like a what does a cop have? It's called a body cam to put it on their chest, on the protector. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Okay. You're supposed to be using the mic. They can't hear you. And then that's another complaint we get is people don't know what the audience is saying. I have to repeat it all the time.
Sorry, I don't get credit when I talk anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So yes, the head would be good, or the nut cam.
All right.
I don't know.
We're gonna go with the nut cam. All right. Cool.
So you can
you clip it on your nuts?
How big
your
is
belt
it?
bucket, butt buckle, and you're right
How
there.
big would you say it is?
Oh my goodness.
About the size of an iPhone? Okay.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, live audience member.
So someone said they shut their husband up, and the husband wrote back and said, "I will be there in person next week."
Oh, good.
So we'll happy to see him. We'll have some exciting news on that in a couple minutes. But
thanks, Santa.
So anyway, the 3 cubic inches, you're probably right. It's probably to get a camera in there. But I do think it's a safety thing.
I want to see the data. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, you're a data guy.
I'm a data guy, actually.
Dumb. So anyway, I think we're really at our announcement.
What announcement's that, Rob?
We have an exciting announcement. So
I'm a little nervous, Rob. Be honest with you.
I hear you, but you need to show confidence and self-confidence. But so I have to say that our viewership has gone up every week, and looking at the viewers tonight, we have the highest number of viewers online, despite our technical glitches, and we had all sorts of great videos and pictures that we were going to show you. But we have been working on expanding the show. We got a lot of feedback. Oh, that's the other thing. People are asking. So you can see us on YouTube and Facebook. You can see us here, in person with the live studio audience. If you can get a chair, which I know is a little tough tonight. Apple has a podcast, app, and I've gotten people that have looked us up on there and they can't find us. So I'm trying to figure out with Coop how to launch this into the Apple podcast thing, because not everybody can watch. They want to listen on their ride home, or whatever. So we're working on that. But we are trying to expand our reach. And Pete, I'm going to give him credit for some great business development efforts. And Pete, why don't you make the announcement here?
No, well, we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks anyway. Excuse me. We love our home here at the American Legion, Post 27, 6 Sergeant Road, Londonderry, New Hampshire. This will always remain our main home, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to get out in the community, and we've been kind of talking about what would be a good inaugural place to call.
I like
our
the word
second
inaugural.
Home. Yes. So we're super psyched. We're going to be coming to you live,
and Coop's going to have a graphic on this in a second. But
coming to you live next week at our friendly neighborhood establishment, Renegades Pub.
And Renegades Pub is at A little applause there. 103, I think it says, Nashua Road.
Well, yeah, it's for those that are local. It used to be where previously the
Cafe
used to be-
Teresa?
Well, it used to be Cafe Teresa. Before that, it was Scooters.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to share.
Any relation to Scott Hale, or is it totally unrelated?
I think it's a little not really.
Okay. His nickname's Scooter. That's why I'm
Scooter.
asking you.
Scooter. Now Scooter's a great pub. Good friend of the family. Anyway, it was in the same building where Mr. Steer used to be. Now it's a Domino's.
So was Mr. Steer in the Domino's area, and then Cafe Teresa was in Renegades? I can't remember.
It was Mr. Steer had Domino's all the way over.
Okay.
And then, or maybe just with that whatever's there now. It's some studio.
It's like there's Domino's and there's it's like a
studio.
fashion thing or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. It's hard to hear you without the microphone.
Internet content place. That's right.
Internet content. What is that?
Internet content.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're psyched. We're gonna try this out. I know we were talking about trying to do it this week, but because of the technology enhancements we wanted to bring to the table, we didn't feel like we were quite ready. And quite frankly, I'm glad we didn't, because it would have been a little embarrassing. Because I think we're gonna have a good turnout. I mean, I know in speaking with some of the folks that are regulars there, they plan on attending, and a lot of our friends will probably be there as well. So it'll be kind of a little nerve-wracking, I think. But I think we went there last night to check it out.
Yep.
I think it's going to be great.
So we went down there last night to check it out. The owner wasn't there, but bartender who didn't really know us and waitress, they were super, super nice. I mean, they were just so accommodating, helping us figure out where we would put things, where we put the table. And they're always great down there. Pete and I are in a whiskey club, which not to jump ahead, but this Thursday, he, another friend of ours, and I are going to do our 50th drink. And what do we get? We got a T-shirt, or
yeah, we get a $30 sweatshirt,
which hopefully will be in.
Cost us about $800, but it was fun. It was
I'm
fun.
sure it was well worth the money. Yeah.
No, but no. So make sure you join in, and I think we're going to do it on Tuesday, right?
Yeah. So we always have this issue of the first Monday of every month is the Legion meeting here, so that's why we always gotta go on at 8:30. And we've been trying to, kind of go on the road, so it kind of worked out where we figure we'll go there on Tuesday, and it'll be at 7:30, same time. And we'd love for you guys to come down. Certainly, you can watch online, but we'd love to fill the house with live studio audience.
Yeah, no, and depending how well it goes, I'm sure we'll have some promotions down the road, and it's just going to be cool, different environment, different vibe. So we're looking forward to that.
We're talking to another local establishment about something similar,
Yep.
so we don't want to reveal that one yet. But big thanks to Renegades, and we're not just saying that because they've been good to us, but we're there very often, and just a good local establishment. So we encourage you next Tuesday, Renegades on Nashua Road in Londonderry, or certainly online, and hopefully we'll have some of these glitches worked out, because that could be awkward, and we'll just kind of power through it.
Sounds good, Rob.
So with that said, he's Mizzy.
You're the Cuban.
And we'll see you next Tuesday at 7:30 at Renegades or online. Coop, take us home.